folks, and welcome to the Kraken hosting the Western Flames Game 4 here in the Major Maritime Girls Hockey League Playoffs Showdown. Kraken 2-1 in the series and could win it in the best of 5 today. Kraken back in their zone in the corner, battling it. Back around, looking for that outlet. Coleman sends that one out, and that would be stopped by Daggle and sent back in deep. And Micah Chason going to start this one off for the Kraken today. Up against Austin Yeomans in net for the Western Flames. In and around, Kraken struggling to get this one out of their zone. Coleman manages to get it as the Kraken get the change, and back up top. And around, Kraken's going to look to get this one out of their zone, and seems they'll make it through neutral. Somerville will send that deep. Going to be picked up by Kimball. Kimball up to Lawrence. Lawrence sends it over. And that'll be back down to Kraken. Kraken can only seem to get away with a clear and a change and can't seem to get set up quite yet. Body taken down there on neutral ice. Didn't really see what happened, but no arm up from the ref on this one. So it doesn't look like it was any sort of penalty. And LeBlanc, along with Wilcox, will battle their way in at the boards. She comes away with it through the circle. Couldn't get a shot off, just chipped up in behind. Sent on net, and that'll be stopped and flinged high in the air. Glove down, picked up by the Flames, and they'll chip this one so they can get a change. Chason settles that one down. Breakout pass to Bex. Bex back to Little on the defense. And that'll be chipped up almost into the Flames bench. Sent down back in neutral zone, and Flames coming with a 2-on-1. And a slide pass right out front across the crease. No one there to chip that one in. And we have some very loud fans on either side of this game with the horns and the cowbells. I have big, massive headphones on, and yet I can still barely hear. You'll be hearing those in the background. Hopefully they don't drown out my voice, but Micah with the save. 16:45 here left in the first, and we are still scoreless. And Micah Chason coming off a shutout last time they faced this team in Game 3, 2-0, with Isabel Wilcox bagging her first goal of the season and breaking that 0-0 tie. And they came away with a 2-0 win in Game 3, making it 2-1 in the series. Well, one goal by Isabel and one empty netter by, I believe it was Ella Boutier that scored goal number 2. Shot on net, that'll be patted away. My apologies, it was Duguay. Duguay with the second goal on the empty net there last weekend. And sent in deep. Kraken get a change. Flames are going to pick this one up. Doolin couldn't quite send that through. It was blocked by Bex, and Bex and Doolin will go at it. As the puck comes free back in neutral zone. Draw back. And Sarah Duguay sends that up. Held in by Annalise Lawrence. And the pass missed. That'd be an offside. Flames got to get tagged up here. Lots of time for the Kraken to make something happen as the official linesman clears them to go. Kraken back in neutral zone. Shot on net, and that was slow in behind the net. Held against the boards by Kimball. And Mallory Johnson will come in to try and support that one. Up against Sydney Mills. In, a shot, and that'll be blocked. And Little holding that one down at the line, sends it back in deep. Rhea Ricketson will try to get a hold of it, and Flames are going to come away. Sent up to Smith. And everybody battling in front of the timekeeper's box there. And Boutier is going to send that one in. As Kraken once again get a change. And Boucher send this one in on Chason. Chason to the boards. Kate Cook carry this one in as she loses the edge, but makes the pass out front. A great play there, but a shot just missing the net. Oh, and a collision there. Almost a bad one in behind the net. And a chip. Little shot there as Chason will cover this one up for the face-off. With 14:03 left here in the first period. Teams getting a few fresh legs on the ice here. And we're at the draw. Back, Flames win cleanly. Shot goes wide. Back to Waterhouse. Waterhouse sends that one deep around. Trying to get that centering pass, and that'll be on net. Another cover-up as we go back to the face-off in the Kraken zone. Back to the corner, Kraken. And that'll be sent towards the net, far side corner. And they're going to battle it out. Duguay and Polchis at the corner there. Kraken come away with it. And pass sent right back to the Flames as they make their way back into Kraken zone. And Gilliland will pick this one up. Battles at the blue line, comes back to neutral zone. A little game of fans on it. Flames. Doolin circles back around. High slot, goes for the shot, and that is blocked by Somerville's stick, I believe. Rimmed back around. Kraken trying to get the change here while in the defensive zone, and they have too many on the ice. And the Flames parents going absolutely crazy here about this too many. But no arm up from the ref, no call there on the too many women on the ice, so Flames coming back through. As Kraken gain control back down in their zone. And a pass right out, the shot off the shins of Lauren Little. And a big mistake there by Lauren, but she managed to recover with that shin block on that shot from the Flames. Right out front, sent away. Trickling puck out high in the, just above the crease. And no Flames could get a hold of that one as the Kraken send it back over, and they're going to battle at the boards to the right of Chason. And Beck's coming around. Looking to make the moves as gets through neutral zone. And she's going to walk this one in. Loses the puck. Flames. And Daggle to Johnston. Johnston was looking to send it cross ice, and the shot blockered away by Yeomans. And no arm up from the ref. And the shot on net there, the backhand going for the wraparound by Kate Cook. Couldn't get it past Jason's pad. And a nice slap shot there as that's knocked down. And it looked like Jason was going to get her body in front of that. Even if it did make it through. Shot blockered. Picked up by LeBlanc. LeBlanc will send that back around for Duguay. Duguay chipped up the boards. And Dickey to Somerville. Somerville's going to send that in as the Kraken get the change. And Waterhouse looking to make the pass up. Intercepted by the Kraken. And kind of a play with the puck back and forth here between the two teams. Nobody seems to want it. Center ice. And Hannah Coleman made her way in as it's offside. She'll tag up. Flames up to Doolin. Doolin will walk her way through center ice as Boutier knocks the puck off her stick. Good support there by Nelson. And no one's really keeping track, but not a ton of shots on net so far for the Kraken. 2 or 3. That's an offside call. 9:15 left here in the first period. We're still scoreless. Micah Chason seeing a few pucks, maybe 5 or 6. I don't see the shots on goal up on the board, so I don't think whoever's doing the clock is keeping track, but kind of take some mental notes and update as best I can. Back down in Kraken zone, we have Gabriel Jagier. Send that back around for Duguay. Duguay shoots it at the official. That'll be clear. As Audrey Daggle will chase this one down up to Smith. Smith just misses it, and that'll be an icing call against the Flames. We'll bring this back down into Flames territory for the faceoff. 8:40 left here in the first. We are scoreless. And not a penalty called yet, although there was a few that were questionable that probably could have been called, but nothing crazy, nothing serious. A few minor little things. However, the refs are letting the girls play today, I think. Sent deep. Flames going to pick this one up. And that would be Audrey Daggle. Back in and around Johnston. Picked up. Daggle going to go with speed. Held in at the line by Little. And they're going to battle this one out at the boards. LeBlanc comes through. Back. And went for the tip. Shot, and that goes wide of the net. Legier tried to make that nice play there. Another shot on net. We have a penalty coming up, going towards the Flames. And another... And it looks like we're going to get a penalty to both teams. We have interference. We have interference going to the Flames. And we have a body contact going to the Kraken. And now just to see who is exactly going. I don't think they know who actually made these infractions to get the penalty. And I still got. And 7:33 left here in period one with a scoreless game. And it looks like we have number 19, Gabriel Legier, going for the Kraken, and number 11, Riley Feltmate, going for the Flames. Flames going for interference, Kraken going for body contact. We're going to keep this game 5-on-5. And each player will sit for 2 minutes, plus however long until there's a dead puck. Bex coming through with speed, puck poked away. Good defensive play there by Kate Cook. Kraken back in control once again. And Flames will take control in their own end. Gilliland sent around to Bex. And then it's going to be a battle in behind the net. Poked away. Picked up at the boards. Kraken getting a bit of a change here on their wingers, I think. Back into Kraken zone. They're going to go D to D. Somerville couldn't quite get a hold of it, come away with it, and the Flames come back in. Bootlier, right. My apologies, guys. Ella Bootlier. I always say Boutier like it's French. Ella Bootlier. Got the homies on the back end. And looks like Legier getting taken down. Was that Legier? No, that was Dickey. Somerville tried to put that D, picked up by the Flames, back in neutral zone. Sent to LeBlanc, LeBlanc. Back to... And the Flames will send that one away as Kimball clears the puck and goes for the change. Carried in by Duguay. Sorry, not Duguay. That's a 26. That is Bex. Summers tried to make the play through. Couldn't get there. Back at the blue line. Battle against the boards here. As Summers came away with it. She makes the pass up and that is intercepted by Ricketson. And back to the defense. Bootlier had sent one in. Back deep. Centering pass poked away by Yeomans. Shot on net. And that is blocked by Daggle. And that'll be covered up by Yeomans. And it'll send us back to the face-off here. .427 left in the first period. We're scoreless. And one back to the Kraken, and Duguay loses that one. And finally back in the Kraken zone. Shot on net, pad save by Chasson. Kraken coming back through again. And the latter half of the first period, Kraken have been in the Flames zone. It seemed to switch about halfway through. Where another shot on net. That'll be covered up by Yeomans. Back at the face-off circle, just right of the Flames netminder. Teams get a few line changes here. We have LeBlanc against Lawrence. At center, at the face-off dot, drawn back in behind the Flames net, around. And Nielsen fanned on it a bit there, recovers up to Doolin. Doolin is going to backhand chip this one neutral ice, and Lawrence will chase this one down. In as we have Wilcox trying to get away with that one. Back down for Bootlier to pick up behind the net. Up to Bex. Nelson. Sorry, it was Nelson chasing that one down. And Bex carry this one in. Around to Sidney Mills. Sidney Mills fans on that one. And Lawrence will come through. Dumps it, chases it down and behind the net. Chason coming out to play that puck. Back to her teammate. Slide pass out front. And saves there. Flames fire one on net. Pad save. No one there for the rebound. And on net, loose puck out front. And that will be back to the face-off in the Kraken zone. I don't know if you can hear the noise in behind me, but these fans are wild today. This is kind of a big game. Kraken could take this playoff round if they win today, and the Flames are looking to tie it up at 2. As the Kraken shut them out last weekend. We have a penalty coming up. And the ref's arm is up. He's going to be taking somebody for a hooking call, and it looks like Gilliland is going to be going for 2. Flames sent to the power play with 2:02 left here in this first period. So we will have a face-off down in the Kraken zone. 5-on-4 for the Flames. One back, shot, and that goes wide and against the boards as Nelson is going to chase this one down against. Didn't quite see who was back behind the net. Couldn't catch the number. I think it was Lauren Little and Bootlier. Kraken Flames gain control again. And Bootlier putting the pressure on, and a shot. And no goal is waved off as the girls start battling it out in front of the net. And I'm not sure what happened with the puck there, but refs calling that a no goal. I assume it was underneath Chason. And we'll go back to the face-off circle in the Kraken zone. 129 left here, 127 left in the Flames power play. This will be draw back to Claire Boucher, and a shot, and that is absorbed there by Michael Chason. And Flames getting a bit of a change here as their power play 2 comes out. We have Rachel Folks on the face-off circle. one cleanly over to Polchis. They'll be sent back. A shot on that and a tip with the nice pad save. And that'll be cleared. In behind the net, picked up by Daggle. Daggle over to Folks, and Folks is going to make her way through, carry this one in. Poked away by Little, and that'll be cleared out by Bex. And Daggle again, up to Polchis. Polchis back to Daggle. Daggle chipped this one in as she chases it down. Settled down by Jason. They go for the wraparound and the shot. And that'll be a glove save, and that'll be Little going to the box for taking out Daggle. Right in front of the net. Pretty much in the net. And she's going for cross-checking for 2. Flames, 5-on-3 for 22. Giving them an excellent scoring opportunity here. 24 seconds left in the period. And drop back, Boucher, over, shot. That's saved and sent away by Jason, and Lawrence going for that far side. A wonderful save there by Jason. Read that puck through the screen, and I believe it just hit above the blocker in the arm and dropped to the ice, and she'll cover that one up. I don't know how she saved that one. I thought that was going. Drawn back, Boucher. Over, shot, one-timer, tipped, up. Picked away. And a nice block there, and that ends the period. Flames had multiple opportunities on that one to sink a goal, but defensively and goaltending, they just could not put one past. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break here while they clean the ice, and we'll be back. My name's Jake Guptill with High Button Sports, and you are watching the Kraken versus the Western Flames in playoff game number 4. And we'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Second period, 20 minutes down, 40 to go. Still 0-0. The Flames are going to start this one off on the power play. 1:36 left as Little was put in the box late there in the first period. 5-on-4 for the Flames, and we will get this period started. Back down into Flames end, and chased down by Dickey. Picked up in behind, sticky puck, and Dickey almost getting a goal there. Kraken will come through, send that one deep down, settled down by Chason as Legier loses that one in behind, poked away by Bootlier. Back around by Lawrence. Back to the point, high circle. And Waterhouse will send that one in deep as Nelson is going to battle it with Doolin down in the corner, right out front by herself. A quick backhand here, and that just goes wide of the net. Shot on net, deflected wide as the girls battle this out down deep. And 20 seconds left on this penalty kill for the Kraken. And that'll be a clear by number 19, Gabriel Lazier. Flames will pick this one up back in behind their net. The clock is ticking. 5 seconds left. Little getting ready to come out. And Feltmate back to Folks. Folks tries to get the shot on net, and a deflection off of Polchi's stick. And Chason reads that one, and she'll absorb that, cover up, and we will go to the face-off. And 18-17 left here in the middle period. Back at the draw circle, we are back to even strength. Flames win this one. A rocket shot on net there by Daggle. And that one was wide. Picked up. And the Kraken Little. Hard stop at the blue line. Sends it. I think that was Duguay coming in to hold down the line. And Little will battle it against Cook as that comes free out to Duguay. Duguay goes for the backhand and just misses it. And this is going to be an offside against the Flames as they get the change here. And that offside's cleared as Gilliland comes through, gets taken out as she bumps into Feltmate. And we will have Duguay picked up behind the net. I'm not sure who that was, but she kind of tripped up and Supermaned. And a shot on net, pad save away by Chason. And back to Kimball. Kimball make the shot on net as Gilliland pushes Summers into the puck, is what it looked like, and that goes wide. Kraken looking to make something happen here as Dickey up to Somerville. Somerville misses that pass. And a similar performance right now. Wraparound attempt. And that is pad save, sent high slot, and that'll be back against the boards. Flames will get that one deep by Kimball as Nelson picks that one up. Sends it back in behind for Little. Back out front. Another backhand shot. Short side pad save. And that'll be a far side corner dump. Similar performance to the first period where the Kraken could not get out of their own end. Finally, back down neutral zone. And she's going to go one-on-one and a shot, and that'll be a save. And a nice save there by Yeomans. And Really good attempt. There, good look. As they were actually 2-on-1, and I can't remember who was up front there, but she did have a support behind her. But I think that shot was the right play. Looking to catch her off guard and find the back of the net. 15:47 left here in the second period, 0-0. Flames win that one back. As they make the play forward. And Folks will come in. Pass out front, just missed by Polchis, I believe. And that's back over to the board. Cook. Badlet trying to send it back to her point. And Kraken will take control. Ricketson will chase this one down against Doolin. Doolin to Cook, and Gilliland coming in to hold down the line there as pass right out high slot, and that is missed just wide of Coleman's stick. I think that was Coleman. No, it wasn't. Sorry. And we have an offside call against the Kraken. We'll come back outside the blue line for the face-off. Face-off comes away in the Flames stick, but denied by Dickey. Back in behind Flames netminder. Make the breakout up to Lawrence. Up the wall to Doolin. Kraken hold this one down. And LeBlanc to Little. Little almost misplays that outside the blue line. And a shot on net. Rebound! Oh, that is sent away. Nice move and a shot. And that'll be saved by Yeomans. And the Kraken coming alive here and getting a lot of good looks on net. With 14:02 left in the second period. It's still scoreless. LeBlanc at the draw against Folks. In the feet. And that'll be brought back out through the neutral zone, and Bex will pick this one up. Swiped away, almost gave Flames a little bit of a chance there. Little. Over to Legier, and Legier, or Duguay, sorry. Duguay makes her way in. And a slide pass out front, couldn't quite make it as it was blocked. Sent back to the boards. Bex with the shot off the pads. And that goes to the corner, another pass out front. As Folks comes in to save the day on that one, kicked away. Mills around. Bouthier puts that one in as Kraken are trying to get something going here, and that one will come back down as that'll be icing against the Flames. And we'll pull this puck back down into their zone for the face-off. So far, the Kraken have been kind of dominating in the Flame zone there for the last 4 or 5 minutes. Lots of good looks on the net, lots of good scoring chances. And we're still scoreless though. Nobody seemed to find the back of the net quite yet this game. And similar to game 3, they Coming fast and a shot, and that's a nice save by Chason, sent away. Daggle with the speed and the power. Dickey making her way up as she had kind of an opportunity there, but I don't think Somerville quite saw that look to send the puck on the stretch pass to give her a bit of a one-on-one potential breakaway chance. Pass out front. Somerville's going to battle this down in deep with Dickey against Johnston and Waterhouse, and the Kraken back to Duguay. Duguay over to Little. Little will send that in deep. Somerville. LeBlanc back in, be picked up by Waterhouse. Waterhouse up to Eason, and that'll be back into the neutral zone, clear. And the race to the net as Dickey gets elbowed and taken out by Duguay, or by Daggle. And no penalty on that one. I know it was after the whistle, but that was definitely a clear hit from my perspective. And I definitely think some sort of body contact call should have been called against Daggle there, but back at the draw circle in the Flames zone. The Flames will come away with this one. Rimmed around. Lawrence sends it back around to Boucher, and Boutelier is going to hold this one down at the line. A pass, walks through, couldn't get it to the net. The defense clogged the lane there again. Right out front, sent away, and the Flames finally make it their way cleanly out of their zone, and Chason's going to cover this one up for the face-off in Kraken territory. 10:57 left here in the second period, and we're still scoreless. And the fans continuing with the horns and just cowbells and go wild. There's a lot of hype here for this game, as the Kraken didn't have the most successful season with only one win under their belts and a tie all season, and now going 2-1 in playoffs with 2 wins in a row, and a shot, and she scores! Folks picking up that loose puck out front and netting the first goal of Game 4. 1-0 Flames. .46 left here. 1-0 for the Flames as they look to push this to Game 5. But so far, I feel like the teams have been playing quite even. And I think that's an icing call. Yep, icing call against the Flames. You can't hear the whistle over these crazy fans blowing the horns, but gotta watch for the signals. It's battle of the horns between the Flames and the Kraken, and I'm stuck right in the middle of it. 10:20 left here in the second period. 1-0 Flames. Kraken gonna make their way forward. And Beck's coming with speed. LeBlanc along with her. As the Kraken are going to look to tie it up at a nice pass there by Beck's to the slot, but sent away by the Flames. And back into Kraken zone. Flames have control. Summers in deep with Johnson. They come away with it. Back to Boucher. Boucher will send that in and around. And we have Johnston and Eason on the chase. Back to the line. Sent in, picked up by Duguay. Oh, and pass! And another scoring opportunity there as the Kraken just get these minor misplays right around the net. And it's not something you need in a game like this. You got to be very clear on where you're putting that puck. Back deep. Becks battle this one out against Boucher, I believe, and Nelson. Back over at the half wall, they're trying to force this puck through back to the neutral zone around to Waterhouse. Waterhouse is going to chip that one up the boards. Kraken. Legier sends it back in behind the net. And icing will be waved off as lots of time to pick this one up. And a nice pass up to Dickey center ice. She couldn't quite get to it. Legier, wide pass over to Ricketson, picked up by Daggle. Daggle sends that one back down as it's going to be an icing call against the Flames. 8:03 left here. Second period, 1-0 Flames. With Rachel Folks getting the first goal of this game 4. And there's not sure what happened with that draw. Someone didn't like something. Whistled down. One cleanly back to Waterhouse, so send that one around. Lawrence up to Nelson. And that one is back in Kraken zone. Flames. Oh, and a cross crease. Puck. Chason lost it a little bit there. Fell. And the cross crease shot with no one there to poke that one in for the Flames. Kraken. We got Little picking this one up. Trying to look where to put it. Off the wall. And LeBlanc going for it. However, the Flames pick this one up. Cook sends one out front. Polchis couldn't get a hold of it. Duguay getting bodied as a penalty's coming up. Chason to the box, 6-on-5, and that'll be whistled down. As number 11, Riley Feltmate going to the box. And I believe that's going to be interference, all right. I was going to say body contact. I wasn't quite sure, but she'll take the interference call, going for 2. Kraken on the power play. A good chance here for them to get things evened up here in this second period. And Flames winning that one back. Kimball tries to rim that for the clear. Dickey tried to send that one back, and little misplay there. Lawrence going to play this one in, and that'll be covered up by Chason. And it'll be a offensive zone face-off for the Flames. 6:24 left here, and 1-0. In game 4 with the Kraken up 2-1. The Flames need to win this one or the season is over. One back. Bootlier walk this one through. And she'll just carry this one all the way in as Gilliland going. And It's a fantastic chance there. Flames are going to get that puck iced. Bootlier will pick it up. Flames getting a change. Stretch pass. Dickey couldn't grab a hold of that bouncing puck. Flames will send it back to Bootlier. Bootlier, she's going to go again, I think. And this time she's going to move the puck around. A shot on net, and that's deflected off the shins and wide. Picked up by LeBlanc. Dickey to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to take the shot. And Folks gets the stick on it. 30 seconds left in the Kraken power play. And a pass denied. Little tried to send one over. And that is back in deep with 18 seconds left. Held in by Daggle. And that'll bring us back to even strength here. Good penalty kill there by the Flames. Feltmate to the box. As I believe Doolin straight to the slot. They tried to get the pass over. Didn't get her stick on it. Far side corner. Flames battle to keep this one in. To LeBlanc. Kraken make their way through center ice. LeBlanc sends this one in deep and takes herself out on the linesman. And a bad change there, but luckily the Flames couldn't capitalize. And Coleman tried to make it in. Puck taken away, back down. Bootlier. Hard stop in behind the net. Up to Coleman. Coleman loses the puck as that's poked away. Eason taken down on the ice. We have Summers and Folks battling this one out as the puck comes free. Folks coming in, shot wide of the net. Looking to get her second of the game. And that'll be gloved down, picked up by Bootlier. Bootlier has that puck poked away. They tried to send it deep, and they're going to get a bit of a change here as Rachel Folks retrieves that pass from Daggle. Settle down in behind the net. Bolche's going against Little. And looks like we have a call coming up for cross-checking going to Kraken. And it looks like number 13, Summer Gilliland going for two. 2:43 left here in the second period. And it's 1-0 Flames. Flames on the power play. One back. Picked up by the Kraken. LeBlanc tries to get the backhand clear. Feltmate over to Folks. Shot on net, and that is blocked. And a nice effort there by Daggle to try and keep that one in and couldn't quite do it. Daggle to Folks. Folks will use her speed, walking this one through. And a clear trip right in front of the ref and no arm up on this one. That, maybe neither one just saw it, but there is some very unhappy Flames parents over that one. Just under 2 minutes left in regulation time of the second period. 1:16 left in the power play for the Western Flames. They're up 1-0 here. in game 4. One back. Dickey chased this one down as Bootlier gets the clear. Intercepting that pass to Doolin. In and around Dickey. Lawrence. And the puck just fanned on. It'll be picked up by Annalise Lawrence. As she gets the pass back, she's going to walk this one in, and a shot high over Micah Chasson's head. And not a good read there by Dickey, as her and I think it was Bria Ricketson that were going. They almost had a 2-on-1. Last minute of play here in the second period. Chipped in deep, and Micah is going to play this in behind the net. And that'll do it for the Flames power play as Gilliland comes out of the penalty box. Back to even strength, 30 seconds left. That is back neutral zone. And we have Polchis in control. Trying to center a pass there and batted out of the air, and Chason holds it down at the net, denying that Little against Daggle, and Daggle high off the glass, 6 seconds left. And that will send us into the second intermission here. And we will get the ice cleared back off and be back for the third. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Period 3, 20 minutes left in regulation time. Game 4. Kraken are up 2-1 in this playoff series against the Western Flames. Western Flames up 1-0. And the Kraken will look to even the score here in the third. Flames win this. Back in is Polchis. Tries to chase this one down. LeBlanc with the hard stop. Back around to Bex. Bex loses it. Waterhouse with the shot. Can't get through. Nice pass there from LeBlanc up to Bex. Bex coming through. Looking for that centering pass as she gets taken out into the boards. LeBlanc with the shot. And off. Yeoman's and out. Communication there. And the shot into the shins. A little bit of a some fumbly puck plays here. Back, neutral zone. Flames will pick this one up. Boucher's going to send that one in. Kraken takes control. Back to Boucher. A little bit of back and forth here between the two teams in these neutral zone battles. Kraken finally, Ricketson sends that one in. Back up center ice. Duguay making that chase down. Shot on net, and that's an easy glove save for Chasen. And we will go to the face-off blocker side of the Kraken netminder. 18:27 left here in the third period. Cleaning one back. Shot on net, stick save. A rebound by Summers. Another save as Johnson comes in. And it looks like Kraken are going to make their way through neutral zone as Somerville puts that one in deep. And the battle. Back, shot, blocked. Another shot, blocked. And D to D as she gets the puck stolen away from her. And lots of commotion here on the Flames side as they see it a lot more than the officials are. Somerville looking for that shot in between the legs. Fans on it. That's an easy stick save. Poked away to the corner. Little will battle this one out as Daggle takes control up to Summers. Summers trying to send it over to Johnston, and that is grabbed by Little. Little makes her way around two. And she walks in and gets denied any shot on net with the 4 sticks there. Beck's back to Bootlear. Bootlear with a shot that's deflected high. Sydney Mills comes away with it. And some nice puck movement here. And another shot deflected high up over, and that is up and out of play. And we will go to the face-off. 16:43 left here. The third period, 1-0 for the Western Flames. This win could tie them up in the playoff series. And they'll go back to Fredericton for the deciding game. Pass up to Polchis. Polchis makes her way around as she almost gets the breakaway. Little comes in with the stick. Polchis holds on. And no calls there from either official. LeBlanc over to Richardson. I don't think I've seen Gabrielle Richards anywhere today. Thinking she might be missing from the roster. I think she might be an affiliate too, I'm not quite sure, but. And Beck's battling it out against Audrey Daggle. Gilliland trying to get that pass out front, denied in behind the net. And couldn't quite hold it down at the line there. And so far, kind of a more dominant performance from the Kraken. I feel like they spent more time in the offensive zone than the Flames have. However, no one can seem to, and a shot going 5-hole, and that is closed off by Yeomans. Held at center ice. Lawrence is going to go head-to-head here at the boards, try and get this puck free. And pulled away. Dagger will get that one back out as Boutlier sends it back in. Mills will chase this one down. And icing call against the Flames. Will pull this one back down into their zone for the face-off. 14:36 left here in the third period. 1-0 Flames. With Rachel Folks getting the only goal of this game so far there in the second period. In the feet, Kraken takes the shot, blocked by Daggle. And Doolin is going to come in with some speed, swiped away by Duguay. Sent up, and couldn't quite get that out into neutral zone. Bouncing puck back down in deep behind the net. LeBlanc over to Bex. Bex sends this one back to LeBlanc, just wide of her stick. And they'll try to come back at reset. Bex looking. Dickey calling for it to try and get that stretch pass, as they're going to be looking to try to get that breakaway. And that is going to be a no icing. Carried in as she gets bodied into the boards. And no call there from the refs either. So it looks like they're kind of making things a little bit even here. Shot from center ice, blocker to the corner, battled as the Flames are going to come away with this one. And looking like she was trying to get a centering pass there with into the slot with no luck. Back to the point, sent back in deep by Kimball. And this will be almost a 2-on-1 boot there. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. That'll be an icing call against the Flames. We'll pull this puck back down into Flames end for the face-off. .12:29 left here in regulation time. 1-0 Flames. One back. And that's stolen away, sent back to Duguay as Bex battles it out. Glove down, LeBlanc looking to create some space here. And they're going to draw this one back. Over to Duguay. Duguay up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends this one deep. Kimball will go chase it down. Chipped off the glass, back to neutral zone. LeBlanc. And we have a hand pass against the Kraken. We're going to pull this one back down into their end, I believe. Sorry, just outside their defensive zone. To the boards. Backhand in by Cook. Shot goes wide. Waterhouse and Doolin battle at the boards against, I believe that was Coleman. Back to Little. Little up to Ricketson, and she sends that one down. That'll be icing. Pull this one back down into Kraken zone for the face-off. 11:16 left here. Third period, 1-0 Flames. Flames take this one. That will force the game 5. As Kraken are sitting 2-1 in the series. Trickling puck shot. Ooh, and that is deflected wide. Doolin battles Bootlier. Shot on net, denied. As Little makes her way in, over to Coleman. Pressure on from Doolin and Nelson. Back. Drawing back, the Kraken going to go D to D. Flames going to get the change here. And stolen away. And a backhand and a nice toe save there by Micah. Summers having the opportunity to give the Flames a little bit more comfortable of a spot in this game. And denied. And bodies to the ice in behind the net as the girls battle this out. She sees the lane, tries to take it. A little mishandle on the puck there. And Little had a bit of an opportunity to gain the advantage. And Somerville looking, trying to find someone to pass to. And no one, they were either hanging out middle ice, high slot, or not really moving up the ice for her. And she didn't know what to do. Polchis. Backhand. Right to Legier. And they'll steal this one away and take the shot. And that will be an absolute chaos in front of the net as the puck sits just high of the goal line. No one there to poke it in, but Micah reaches around, brushes that out, net gets pushed off, and that is whistled down, denying a 2-goal spread. And I don't know where this puck's going. It looks like it's coming outside the Kraken zone. For the face-off. Here we go, guys. 9:04 left. One back. Daggle. Over. Lawrence. Getting taken to the ice. LeBlanc will chase this down with Bootlier. Bootlier looking for a nice centering pass there. And that'll be sent back in for the breakaway. And a nice stop there by Jason. Poked away pass. Bex is going to walk this one in. Puck poked away. And finally, back in the Flames' end as Kraken are going to try and get on the board here, tie this game up. Time is a-ticking. Flames get to clear into neutral zone to Duguay. Duguay has the puck poking away and just loses her skates there out from underneath her. No, there was nothing from the other player's stick that told me it was a trip, so kind of on her own accord that she fell there. Centering pass, and Duguay's there. With no Flames, it'll be covered up by Jason, and that'll send us to the face-off once again in Kraken zone. Mallory Johnson will do the honors for the Flames, and that was up against, didn't quite see the number on the jersey there, number 13, I believe, Gilliland. Taken away and sent right back. That'll be rolling puck down, icing waved off. Bootlier tries to get control. Bex. Nobody could see him to get control here. Back to Boucher. Wide pass and the shot. And that is wide of the net. Cook coming in as LeBlanc steals that puck away. We're going to go up the boards here. And the Kraken is going to make their way forward as Bex uses her speed. Tries to get that pass out front to Dickey. And a centering pass. Bex wasn't looking as she was going for the change. And would have been a great scoring opportunity as Dickey sent that one right in. Mills is going to battle this one in the corner. Yeah, rimmed around. And both Little and Polchis couldn't get control. Chased down into Kraken zone. Little is going to make her way in. Poked away by Folks. And up to Polchis. And Dickey. Almost a good scoring chance for the Flames there. Kraken come back through. Shot blockered away. As Sarah Duguay tried to get in close enough to find the back of the net. Dickey sends it deep. LeBlanc is going to chase this one down. Rimmed around for Lawrence. The Flames to pick up, and this would be a battle at the boards. Lawrence will send this one neutral zone. Bootlier looking for that stretch pass, and she just wide of Coleman's stick. Icing waved off as the girls chase this one down against Boucher. Picked up. Some great moves as she shots. Oh, and it almost hit that short side. Low glove. A beautiful play there. Up the boards. Gonna hold this in, battle it out. Bootlier. Bex keeping it in. High slot. Mills just could not get control of it. Shot off the shins of Lawrence, and that'll be back down in Kraken zone. And Bootlier Sends it to Waterhouse of the Flames. Waterhouse puts that one deep. 3:52 left here in regulation time. And the pressure, the Kraken are starting to feel it now as they would love to take this win and not have to go back to Fredericton in a do-or-die game. And the Flames killing off time. And looks like we had 2 skates and a puck. Holding that one in. Official blows the whistle. And that'll be a face-off just outside the Kraken, or sorry, the Flames zone with 3:25 left. And girls have to tag up here as they battle it out, trying to get control. Pull, Daggle. Both 16s have a D name. Daggle on the Flames and Duguay on the Kraken, so I continuously like to mess them up. Daggle make her way in, a slap shot from center ice, and that one was a rocket. Bex trying to get those stretch passes. Doolin makes her way in, loses the puck as that's poked away. Doolin again gets hooked down, and no call. Waterhouse tries to make a shot on net, and that goes wide in behind. Shot, and that is a save by Chason. Back again, centering pass. Waterhouse will send that one deep for Doolin. A pass out front, a tip, and a nice play by the Flames there. Couldn't get it past Chason. And Kraken looking to get a change here. And the refs on the ice didn't see that one. I didn't quite think it was a too many. I couldn't quite tell. Flames parents have a different opinion on that one. 1:30 left here in the third, and Micah Chason to the bench. We have a 6-on-5. And that'll be cleared out. That's icing against the Flames. We'll pull this one back down into their zone for the face-off. And we have a 6-on-5 for the Kraken for 1:16. And timeout, Kraken. And we'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. 6-on-5 right now as the Flames are up 1-0 against the Kraken here in Game 4. Kraken lead the series 2-1, and Flames are looking to tie the series up. Face-off back to the corner. Battles. Chipped high off the glass, picked up by Waterhouse. And we are last minute here in the third period. 6-on-5. And the Flames couldn't get an empty netter. .30 seconds left. Here we go. Flames running down the clock. Just keeping chaos with the puck. Kraken have control. Bex will try to bring this one in and denied as we have an offside call. 13 seconds left. This puck coming outside the Flame zone for the face-off. And here we go. Can the Kraken capitalize in this last 13 seconds? Back down in. And they're going to kill this clock down. 3 as the girls are coming in. And the cross checks to as the Flames take this one 1-0. Austin Yeoman's getting the shutout, forcing Game 5 in this best-of-5 series. And the teams will go back to Fredericton. You can catch High Button live, Kraken at Flames tomorrow, March 8th, 11 a.m. at the Grant Harvey Center for Game 5 of this series. And that will do it today for Game 4. My name's Jake Upton with High Button Sports. Don't forget to go like us on all our socials and YouTube. And follow along with everything minor hockey in the Maritimes and major hockey for the Girls League. And we will be back tomorrow for Game 5. Thank you very much for watching.